Are you looking for ways to have separate links for different Zoom meetings? Say you want one for first period and a different one for second period and then third? Scheduling meetings in Zoom is the way to make this happen.
I'm Christina Treccia, and in this video, we're going to look at scheduling recurring meetings. This is great for different class periods and also for recurring meetings in general on Zoom. Let's get started. I'm in my Zoom account and I have clicked on meetings. Follow my mouse. See, I clicked on meetings right there. It takes me here to my different meeting options. We explore personal meeting room in another session in this series. What we're exploring right now is scheduling different Zoom meetings so we can give students or other people a specific link that will work for recurring meetings that has its own password and room. For instance, your first period, your second period, your third period. So you go to upcoming and schedule a meeting. So again, you click on meetings, make sure you've clicked on upcoming, not previous personal meeting room or meeting templates, and schedule a meeting. Here is where you could name it. Let's call it bio. You could put a description in there, bio, first period. Put a description, put whatever you want, be funny or not. And then when does it happen? Okay, well, I think it happens on Fridays, right? So it's going to happen on Fridays at 11 a.m. and it's an hour. It's a recurring meeting. So this only has one single date. I can make it every day. Or do you have students every day for distance learning? Do you have them every Friday? Let's say we have them every day. So it's going to start on Friday and this is going to happen daily, or it could happen weekly. So just Fridays, or it could happen on Thursday and Friday. So do you just have students maybe Monday, Thursday, and Friday? Depending on what your schedule looks like now with distance learning, you can choose where this is scheduled to happen. And it only starts when you start it. So even if it's scheduled for 9 a.m. on Fridays, you can still start these meetings by clicking Start Meeting. The end date, we go to the future and just say, well, there's the end date. So let's do repeat once a week, every week on Monday, Thursday, Friday. And it's going to happen, into the spring. Don't have to think about it. Even if it's still there on your Zoom, the meetings can't start without you. So canceling them in the future once you go back to the classroom in person doesn't really matter, shouldn't be a concern. I would put an end date in there and not do the occurrences. As you scroll down, you'll see other things you're familiar with if you've watched other Zoom sessions or are already using Zoom. We've got the waiting room and the passcode. So you can make up this passcode and change it for every one of these recurring meetings. So this one, the Monday, Thursday, Friday at 11 a.m. would always have this passcode. And so then your second period would have another passcode. Passcode is just another word for password. Set it so that your video's on or off, whatever you're using, and the audio, whatever you're using. Make sure you always disable enable before host because you don't want to have students joining and starting without you. Mute participants upon entry. I can't recommend that one enough. And then you go ahead and save this scheduled meeting. So here's where you would start the meeting. But how do you find your scheduled meeting? Well, you go back to your account and click meetings. And we're back here. So you're going to see this tab, which is one we were working in, upcoming, previous, personal meeting room, which is the one that I often use for single meetings. But when I'm doing a recurring one, I'm going to schedule it. And we clicked that schedule a meeting to start this. So I go down, I found it. There it is, bio first period. And it's got it because it's set for tomorrow. So depending when they're scheduled, they're going to be up and coming on the calendar. All you need to share is the link to the meeting and the password with students. Real quick, where you can find the link is going into the actual meeting. And there it is, the meeting ID. If you go in here, you can see the join link, if this is what you're sending to students, if you're sending them that, or if you're sending them the meeting ID. And don't forget to send them the passcode. So recurring meetings really need to be scheduled if you want them to have different meeting IDs and don't want to get lost or frustrated in Zoom.